Please remain seated. We are done. And I'm going to have a few last words, and then I'm going to go. I started Kechara House here over 10 years ago. Just for some of my new friends here, in 1987, I left the United States for good. And I have never returned to the United States. That's my home. I'm from Los Angeles. I was born in Taiwan. My parents are Tibetan. And I was taken, because my parents didn't take care of me, I was adopted over to the United States at the age of 7. And I was very lucky, because at the age of 7, there was a very great master, Kensur Losan Tarchen Rinpoche, who lived just 10 minutes away. So I used to go for his Dharma talks starting at the age of 7. My parents didn't want me to, but I wanted to. And so at the age of around 15, 16, around that time, 17, 18, I met His Holiness in America. He came in 1979. And I requested His Holiness directly to give me ordination. His Holiness accepted. He told me like this. I said, Your Holiness, can you make me a monk? And he went, yes, no problem. I went, oh. My parents were nearby. They couldn't say anything. I didn't get their permission, unfortunately. And then I was walking away. Then he went, wait, come back. He says, you come to India. I said, I will. So in 1987, I left America for India. In 1987, I left America for India. I met His Holiness in 1979. So it took me a few years to get myself together. Then I went to India in 1987. I arrived in Delhi. From Delhi, I went to Dharamsala. From Dharamsala, I met His Holiness and took ordination. Okay? After that, I entered the great Gandhin Shatse Monastery in South India. It's in Mungot. When I entered at that time, it had over 2,000 monks. The abbot, the head monk, was His Eminence Kensur Jampa Yeshe Rinpoche, who passed away this year at 81. That's my teacher. So when I entered Gandhin Shatse Monastery, remember, it's an institution of 2,000 monks. I studied for a few years. I was very happy in the monastery. I wanted to stay. I didn't want to go out. I'm not interested in going out. You have to understand something. I'm not interested in America. I'm not interested in what things like that have to offer me. I was interested in the spiritual path. So I left. I studied. After a few years, there was a lot of influx of monks coming to the monastery, sleeping in the verandas in poor conditions, and especially during the monsoon season of India is very difficult because snakes and tuberculosis, a lot. And I was raising funds for monks who had tuberculosis, a lot, spitting blood. They come to study. So then I raised funds for the poor, the orphanages, the old people's homes, for schools. I did all that work down there. And I'm recognized in the monastery for that, for the community. I'm very proud of that. Then they asked me to go abroad to teach. One of my teachers called up another teacher, and I was asked to come to Malaysia. I met a Malaysian. The Malaysian invited me. So the first time I entered beautiful Malaysia was 1992. After I entered beautiful Malaysia for a few years, when I entered Malaysia, I made a few friends. I said, okay, bye-bye, I'm going back to the monastery. Then Malaysians started visiting me. They invited me to come back. They started visiting me. And when I didn't come back, they visited me and didn't go home. Yes, I'm not joking. They would come visit me and they would write me hundreds of letters and wouldn't go home. So they said, come here. So my gurus, my teachers, the senior monks told me, stay in Malaysia and help them. I cried. Yes, a sad thing, a monk crying. I cried. I was very unhappy. I was very depressed. Not that anything's wrong with Malaysia. I love the monastery. But they told me to stay here. So when I stayed here, about 10 years ago, I started Kechara House. I started other centers, but it didn't work out. I started some other centers, and I split up. It didn't work out. So I started Kechara House with a few of my friends and students. And they have worked very hard to make it grow to what it is today. Now, Kechara House is a Buddhist center. We are licensed, and we have the blessings of the Malaysian government. But what I want to do is, this is not enough. I want to have an institution that has a hotline for people who are depressed, suicide. Eventually, maybe even take care of AIDS patients. Eventually. I would like to have a place where we give food to the homeless. Do you know why? because I was homeless for a while in the United States, hungry. When I left home, I slept outside until I found my teacher. So I started Kichara Soup Kitchen. I had asked Dr. Ruby, can you please take on the head as Kichara Soup Kitchen? Without hesitation, without any doubt, she said to me, yes, I will, and I will benefit others. So from giving 20 to 30 to 40 packets of food per week, now Dr. Ruby and this department, Kichara Soup Kitchen, is giving over 1,800 packets of food to beautiful homeless Malaysian people. And we will do more. We're doing 1,800 packets per week. We will do more. Now I wish to also have an institution where we can have flower arranging, Japanese flower arranging, because it's good for the soul. It's good for relaxation. Yoga, Qigong. I would like to have Tai Chi. I would like to have a Chinese traditional medical doctor, because Chinese traditional doctors are very, very good. When I was in America, I never came across one. When I came here, I came across them, and let me tell you, when they put that needle in, you will be healed. And they have put needles everywhere on me, even in my eyes. I was like Pinhead. Eyes, top, here, ear. The most painful is on the ears. But I had very chronic migraine, very chronic. And the doctor I was seeing relieved my migraine by about 80%, 90%. These days, I suffer migraine not often. It works. It works, my friends. Go get a needle. And the needles, the doctors always tell me, let me show you what I'm going to put in. I say, no, please don't, because they're that long. And they put and put and put and put. I wonder if it come out the other side. The toe needle, the ear needle, and the eye needle. Oh. Head, I don't mind. It's kind of nice. And you know, when I had very bad migraines, I'm not joking with my friends. When they put it in, you can literally feel the pain go, some sour feeling, and it dissipates. Oh, incredible. If you get a good Chinese doctor, Chinese traditional medicine, it's unbelievable. There are things Chinese medicine cannot take care of, and there are things that Western medicine cannot take care of, but a combination is very, very good. Now, I would like to have in our institution a place where we have a Chinese doctor, Chinese facilities. When I say Chinese doctor, the person doesn't have to be Chinese, it means Chinese medicine. Okay? It could be a Nigerian Chinese doctor, it's okay. So I want to have an institution where you have Chinese medicine, Chinese clinic, because so many of us, Hi Lama, nobody, if you're sick, you're sick. Okay, that's it. You're sick, Hi Lama or not, you're sick. So I want to have an institution where also it has a branch where it teaches the philosophy I was sharing with you just now. And I would like this somewhere away from KL, but not too far. You know why? You have your lives. Somewhere quiet in the greens. Somewhere that is cooling. Yes, you guessed the Genting. And I would like to have this institution. Let me tell you why. I don't want just to live my life, eating, sleeping, watching some videos, enjoying myself, and then die. I want to leave something. I want to do something beneficial. And that's why I want to create this place called Kichar World Peace Center. KWPC. Okay? I need people with knowledge. I need people with skills. I need to get the permits. I need to get more land if I can, because we have 30 acres is not enough. And we've been struggling to get the permits. We've been struggling to do what we need to do for the last 2 or 3 years, and it's been very, very difficult. But now there's some urgency, because I've been diagnosed with something quite terminal. And it could be 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year, and then my time will be up. I put it on my blog today. I thought it would be auspicious to put it on my birthday. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. But what I am afraid of is to leave my life useless, not having left anything behind. Having used the resources and my friends, not having left anything behind. Now, if massive pujas are done, KWPC starts coming up, and the permits all come through, and what we need comes through, there's a chance my life can be extended. You see, my lifespan was predicted already by my teacher over 15 years ago. I have one teacher who meditates in the forest, very advanced in clairvoyance. He already told me what will happen. So what's happening to me now, I already knew. I already knew years ago. I told some of my close students. Some believed, some didn't. So I would like to build this beautiful place to leave behind. Why Malaysia? It's become my home. It's where I live. It's where I have the most friends in the world. It's where people have been the most kind to me. It's the place where I have made friends. And can KWPC peoples of other faiths come? Of course they can, because we'll have different departments up there to serve the public in different ways. So what I like to do is it will have a huge prayer hall. It will have a World Peace Center area for everybody of all faiths. I wish to make a Buddha of wealth called Zambala outside to dedicate to the Malaysian government. They've been good to me. So I would like to create this place. And I would like to have people go there. Some people stay there. Many of my members have already told me they want to stay there. And then I would also like to have a lot of visitors go there. And I foresee it as a place for tourists. Bring tourist income for our country here. Why would it be for tourists? Because there's a great institution up there. It's up in the hills. It's on the way to Genting. Before you spend, pray. And this is my dream, to start Kichara World Peace Center. It hasn't been fulfilled yet. I don't want anything for myself. I don't really need anything for myself. I have my teachers, I have the Dharma, and I have my vows, and I'm very happy. But I would like to build Kichara World Peace Center, so it will benefit the Buddhists, it'll benefit people, and I would like to also bring in erudite monk teachers for one department at KWPC to teach the Dharma and to train up teachers. And the place will be vegetarian, because I am. So therefore, I would like very much to start this organization, this place. We already got land, but we haven't been able to do anything more so far. So therefore, I would like all of you to do your prayers and your dedications and send your good energy that KWPC can come up. If we work hard, it can come up and expand into other fields to benefit others. Remember something. Yes, monks are supposed to meditate. Monks are supposed to do prayers, bless people. Monks are supposed to hold their sila and vows, morality very well. But in today's world, monks also must go out of the monastery to serve the public. Monks cannot stay in the temples. They must go out and serve the public. They must serve what public? Any public that requires their assistance in the capacity they're able to do so. So that's very important. Remember, before we did the pastor session, we talked about the mind. I gave you a 1-hour Dharma teaching on the mind and how the mind works and attachment. This is related. So therefore, I am very proud and happy with what Kichara has built, what Kichara has done. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the people that work with me. I'm very proud of the lay sangha that I have here, because they're very dedicated, they're very sincere. Our lineage is not made up by me. I have no right to do that. Our lineage comes from the holy Ganden Monastery, as started by Lama Tsongkhapa. So everything we practice here, meditate, teach, study, is from the monastery. The monastery is of 2,000 monks. Ganden Monastery, where I come from, is 600 years old. So therefore, what I'm sharing with all of you is original, is real. But the way I do it is a little unique. Yiling agrees. So therefore, this is my wish. I may live 1 year. Depends on my disease. Even as I speak to you now, it's quite painful. I may live 1 year. I may live 2 years. If I'm lucky, 3. By fluke of blessing, it could be extended. If things are done, my gurus told me it could be extended by 16 years. That's what my teachers told me. They've never been wrong before. But right now, time is very short for me. So whatever obstacles you are experiencing to hell, they're not obstacles. I have an obstacle. Okay? So I thought I'd share that with you. It always is best to come from the horse's mouth. It's an American expression. So therefore, I don't like teaching Dharma because I'm not anything special. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. But I teach Dharma because my teachers have instructed me to. I picked Malaysia because I was invited here and I was sent here. And I'm here. So therefore, help me to get a world-class institution up that will be of tremendous benefit. Imagine some of you can come up to KWPC on weekends and do flower arranging. A class in flower arranging. Just relax, de-stress. I mean, how much stress do you have in your lives that you have created yourself, right? How much problems you have in your life created by yourself, right? How much difficulties and anger and pain and healing you need or you have created by yourself. Well, KWPC can help. Imagine if you guys come up there and learn Tai Chi. It's open to everyone. It will be open to everyone. And that's what I hope. I will spend the rest of my life, whether it's 1 year, 3 years, or 50 years, practicing being a good human being, practicing what my gurus have taught me, upholding the Buddha's teachings. I will spend the rest of my life doing that. And I will use many different ways to benefit people. Some find it nice, some find it strange, but I have my own ways. That's what I'll do for the rest of my life. So therefore, it's been a great pleasure speaking to all of you. I don't know how to say this, but I've enjoyed myself sharing. It's been a great honor to have so many esteemed guests here. So many esteemed guests. So many people that if I say their names now, it will not be you don't know them, you will know them. And I'm honored by their presence. Very honored. And I have so many esteemed Sangha members here who are older than me, senior to me. And I must again ask their excuse that I'm teaching in front of them. That's not correct. And I also thank my liaisons, the volunteers again, for doing such a wonderful job. Just an incredibly wonderful, beautiful job, the arrangements. And the next time we invite Venerable, we will send a car to pick him up because it's not right. It is our fault he got lost. It is our fault he had to go around. It's not his fault. When I first came to this area, I got lost. So next time when we invite the Great Reverend and his assistant, we must send a car. Why? So we don't inconvenience Sangha in any way. That goes for all Sangha. Okay? Today is the day that I was born. I don't celebrate birthdays because it's just 1 year closer to death. What's the big deal? Why jump up and down about death? So I don't celebrate birthdays. And on a practical level, I don't celebrate the birthdays of my students and friends because I'm not kidding you. It's 1 or 2 every week. So if I'm going to have to buy cards and all that for all my students every week, I'm going to be bankrupt real quick. Not that I have that much to start with. So I don't mean any disrespect to people, but I don't celebrate birthdays because practical level. Every week, one of my friends is having a birthday. Every single week. Yes, I have quite a few friends. And when people wish me birthday wishes, I don't say anything because as a monk, it's no big deal. But what I measure in my life is what I've done since I was born till now. What have I done? That's the most important. Okay? Now, recently, very quickly, under the leadership of our president, Dato Mei Peng, who is my friend, student, ally, supporter, helper, assistant, you name it, most of the time. She has spearheaded with her 2 wonderful daughters. One is Miss Lee Kang and one's Miss Christine. Christine is not her real daughter, but daughter by love. They've opened up Kichara Tea House with their sponsors, their investors, and their friends in Shanghai. So in Shanghai, Kichara House has a Kichara Tea House where we have lifestyle tea house there. You can drink organic teas, vegetarian food, and pick up a Dharma talk teaching. So I would like to give one Zongkapa and or Setra to each one of the friends who have come from Shanghai. There's 12 of you, isn't it? Yes. 12, isn't it? Yes. I have 12 people here who have flown from Shanghai just to be here, and they plan their schedules way ahead. So I salute you. Give them each. A team has gone to America to research my life. They also went to Taiwan. They also some went to Tibet, and some went to Xinjiang, because my mother is from Xinjiang. They did a lot of research, and they're compiling my biography. This is a short form biography. It's called a biographical pictorial. So this came out today. They did it. Our Kichara Media and Publications wing. Kichara Media and Publications is, of course, one branch of Kichara House. They have produced very good quality books. And this kind of tells you where I was born, what I studied, my teachers, who I was with, my influences, what I looked like before I took ordination, what I looked like 5 years ago before I became so skinny. It's all here. So I'd like to offer this to each one of our esteemed VIP guests here. Yeah, bring. Good. Yeah. Oh, please, no stand, no stand. Yeah. Come. I'd like you to get close to my audience. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All the way from America. This lady flew all the way from America to be here. Miss Yiling. It's for you. You and your wife share. For you. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, for you. Anila, for you. Yeah. Gela chiram pyari. Tashi dele. Kandei ba. Peyune pebe. Nima katsu shuere. Sani pa pebe. Tashi dele. Kale penang. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course I won't forget you. You can share, right? Mm-hmm. This one for you. You look like a pastor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This one's for you, Enchik. This is the Holy Fasting Buddha. There's an explanation. I got this from Thailand. May you have a long life, success, and spiritual attainments. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Where there's no Dharma, let there be the Dharma. Where there's a misunderstanding, may I clear it. May I use my life. May I use my life to benefit others as much as possible. In this life and all future lives, may I be of tremendous benefit to others.
Thank you.
We do a final dedication. Daso. Tanda Joa Puna Gambada, Jeba Jason Lozan Jabai, Tambi Himbo into Sa She Sho Janju. Manjian Pana Chigi Chi, Chepa Neba Meba Yang, Gonin Gondu Pewasho, Tony Donwa Rimboche, Manjian Pana Chigi Chi, Chepa Neba Meba Yang, Gonin Gondu Pewash, Gewadi. It's been an immense pleasure. I hope to see all of you again in the future. And I offer you my sincerest good wishes prayers that all of you will live very long, and all of you will be able to find who you really are inside, which is an altruistic person, and to use the remaining time in your lives to benefit others without self-created obstacles. And I also wish all of you great fortune, great fulfillment, and great spiritual achievements in your own religions. May the land and our government be stable and at peace continuously. May there be no natural disasters in this region. May even the word sickness not exist. May all of you abide in this type of happiness always. Until then, until every single sentient being is liberated, I will return again and again and again, until every last being is emptied out from samsara. I wish everybody good night, and I thank you very much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Turn off the mic.
Yeah.